Hello everybody, it's your friend Rick. It is September the 6th, 2017. If you need to contact me for a donation to receive paperwork to get the ball rolling, it is rick0327 at me.com. All right, sorry to get back to you late. I told you guys last time I did a video that uh, one of my subs he filed this uh, in the Court of Appeals, which is the wrong court, but it's it's okay. It had an effect. All right, and what we're doing is what happened was we had a judge, and it's the same script that every judge is working off of, uh, and that is with demand and jurisdiction. This is the guy that said, "Well, the jurisdiction. I was a lawyer, and then I'm an elected judge, and again, it's just them playing never-ending games with this jurisdiction, and jurisdiction must be proven before going to appeal, and that's how they win all the time. Because what they do is they do everything they can to not show you jurisdiction, and most people get most people are guided by an attorney, and an attorney never files for jurisdiction. Then the attorney jerks you around. Well, we'll file an appeal, and and then you file the appeal like, well, we lost it, and because the appeal is basically uh, about if you had any constitutional rights violated, but you have to say which ones were violated. The appellate or the appeal court, they're not going to say, well, you should have had a trial by a jury, and you should have, they shouldn't have taken your property. Goes, no, they don't do that stuff. They play dumb because it's all a big show. They're all in it together, okay? Because before that judge was a judge, he was a lawyer, and they have little secret funds. These judges, they all retire millionaires. Because think about it, why would you leave a private practice where you probably make a good money and you become an elected judge? Well, there's a lot of perks to being an elected judge. From what I understand, they get a lot of money set up in these little trust funds for them. All the filing fees, they get percentages for that. So that's the reason why they keep cases moving. All right, and that's why they all have full dockets. They have full dockets on purpose. And from what I understand, the courts they have to maintain a $8 million what do you call it? An amount of money uh, that they keep on. What do you call it again? I had a video. I forgot. I have a mental block for this fucking word. I keep forgetting all the friggin' time. What the hell is it again? Not equity. You're buying a house, whatever. Somebody will tell me in the comment section, then I'll remember, and whatever. It's not that important. But anyway, it's all about money. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But anyway, let's get back here. So, the judge was playing games, would not show jurisdiction. So what's the next best thing to do? Is this, and this works. Okay. Uh, Robert Lee, aka Wassail Bay, claims it doesn't work. Well, if it doesn't work, why are we getting all of this? And this is a 7-page response. Remember I told you I have a 7-page response? Well, here's the thing. There's no facts in here. So you know what they do? See, case law. Oh, yeah, I love this. Relator has failed to state any claim upon which relief. Now remember I told you guys it has to be an injury in fact. So everything here is showing that I'm right, that my method is on point. Okay, courts are made for what? Relief or remedy. But here's the thing. You don't have to state a claim to have jurisdiction. Jurisdiction, okay, there is no affirmative defense for jurisdiction. So therefore, there's case laws out there I've seen, and I couldn't find it. You got to remember, I've been doing this for heavy, on the computer doing research for 5 years. So I have a lot of stuff stored up in my memory banks. You know what I mean? And sometimes I forget the little details like the actual names of things, but I know what I'm talking about. Let's put it this way. And it says that when you're filing for like an order to show cause, demand to see jurisdiction, you don't have to notify the other party. There is no such thing as improper service because there is no affirmative defense for a court lacking jurisdiction. Either the court has it or it doesn't. So like that's what they're trying to do here. Now here's a slick move, right? Let me show you. Okay. All right. Does anybody see anything in here about uh, declare declaratory judgment or asking for an injunction? No. Okay, we're asking for a judicial review of the fact the lower court has issued a judgment used in the deprivation of property that is not a warrant. Judicial review of fact the lower court has issued a judgment without clarifying the evidence of jurisdiction. These are serious questions that they cannot answer. So what do? They respond with a 7-page motion to dismiss. Okay. Corrected the respondent's motion to dismiss. Court lacks jurisdiction to issue declaratory judgment or permanent injunction. We never asked for these things. You see what they're doing here? They're playing games. He asked for and has failed to state a claim upon which relief of man. They're avoiding the word jurisdiction. Okay, they're playing games. Okay, and there's no facts here. It's nothing but a lot of like summation and they like to use case laws. Okay, court lacks original jurisdiction to issue declaratory judgment again. There's that word again. Again, we never asked for that. So the county prosecutor who's taking taxpayer money to represent Judge Michael Ryan, because Judge Michael Ryan does not like to show jurisdiction when he's demanded to show it, and when he cannot show it, he must dismiss. But being that they make so much money, and there has to be some type of mandate by the state to the judges in every county that they must, ensnare as many men and women as possible into paying child support through the state-run child support enforcement collection agency, scam artist, people. Okay, so again, and I'm not gonna go through this whole thing because it's personal stuff. Here, the function of mandamus is to compel the performance. Sorry, make it bigger for you guys. The function is to compel the performance of a present existing duty, ministerial duty, as to which there is a default. What it does is it requires a state worker, a judicial officer, to perform a duty enjoined by law that they're supposed to perform as part of their duties. So the courts have held that when a judge is presented with a void judgment, he or she is without discretion to dismiss. That's what we're trying to do. So what they're doing is they're doing all of these things. Okay. Oh, it will be recalled. Writ of Mandamus is a writ issued in the name of the state to an inferior tribunal. So a higher court to a lower court telling them they're supposed to perform commanding the performance of an act which the law specially enjoins as a duty, resulting from an office, trust, or station. Right? What's the office? Oath of office. All right. So this is good. All right. Now we fired off to them. We fired off this. Objection. Demand dismissal of respondent's motion to dismiss. That is based solely upon hearsay. Okay, here's the thing with this. What did I do with that? Oh, I must have closed it out. What happened is, a very important thing that I should have pointed out to you guys is that the judge did not sign a verified complaint or a statement or anything. So basically, this is nothing but the where is it? Sorry about that, guys. This here, there's no signature anywhere from the judge. Look. All right? Now, this is nothing but hearsay. Okay? There's a couple of case laws out there that you hear on the internet all the time. Trinzi versus Pagliaro, which states that the motion to dismiss by argument or brief must be dismissed because it's based on hearsay. Because it's the an attorney is not sworn as a witness. So in order for this to have any teeth, this attorney here should be sworn in as a witness, giving testimony. This is testimony here. All right, this is written testimony, but it's not. It's a scam. They're not allowed to do this. So we pointed that out in the paperwork. Okay? Mandamus. Okay. Where did I point it out here? I always point out that there's no evidence of an injury in fact. I always point that out. I always go back to that requirement. I want all of you guys to get. A couple of you guys reached out to me over the weekend, and a couple of guys are doing it. One guy was like, Rick, and I thought he was somebody else, some guy that's been annoying the shit out of me. And I'm like, dude, listen, the $125 you give me is for the paperwork. It's not for me to draw up a big game plan for you. And it turns out, like, it was to the wrong guy. And you know what he did? The next day he reached out to me and he had a game plan. And a pretty damn good one. And I'm like, dude, I'm sorry, I thought you were somebody else. But you know what it did? Whatever it had, the effect it had on him, he had a good game plan. And his game plan was that they never showed jurisdiction. And they never showed jurisdiction of an injury in fact. Then I apologized profusely, and he did it. All right. So I pointed out that there's no signed statement of facts or statement of truth from the judge, who is the defendant. Okay? So statement of facts is really a statement of hearsay and opinions of Michael C. O'Malley. That's the office of this guy, an attorney. But anyway, O'Malley is based upon his second person. All right, there's a mistake there, but we're going to leave it there. Knowledge of events. Therefore, this is without discretion and must dismiss immediately and demand that Judge Michael C. Ryan perform the duty of a judge, including clarification of evidence he relied upon. So we're not going to, some wise guy in the comments section was like, what are you going to do after they dismiss it? We'll handle that when it happens. See, if we get everything right, all right, we're okay. They can't dance around jurisdiction. They could try. All right, again, a 7-page response is a pretty damn good response. Okay, and Ahmed Osiris said it over the weekend when he was, dealing with that idiot. That idiot couldn't understand that these Title IV agencies, they're not just going. You're not going to send in paperwork, and they're just going to be like, oh, they got us. They are going to fight you tooth and nail until you box them in, which is what we're doing. Okay. All that idiot does is like it doesn't matter what I posted Maurice's dismissal. I don't listen to his video because he's a moron, but he posted something up there that he in that guy's mind, I don't know what he's claiming I didn't show. I can't. He would have been great on the O.J. Simpson jury. He would have been one of those jurors that would have found O.J. innocent, even though he was covered in blood and the the percentage of coincidence that his blood ended up there was in the trillions, he would have been like, yeah, but I wasn't there, so how do I know we did it? You know, that type of dumb mentality. Okay, but all he does is hate. Okay, he doesn't like it that my paperwork gets responses. All right, let me show you now. Uh, okay, so what the hell is it? All right, I got a guy. Hey, Rick. Here we go. Hey, Rick. I just want to thank you so much. I've been in a stressful. This is my man Ragu. Uh, Dealing with child support. I'm a Class A truck driver. Pretty serious. He needs that for work. And they recently suspended my license. I filed your paperwork along with some other information. Right? You can always add stuff to my paperwork. If you find another case law you think it'll help, by all means do it. What I always ask you guys to do is, if you're gonna do that, just hit me up before you send it in. That way I can make sure it's right. Dude, I have no problem with any of you guys augmenting my paperwork. It's your paperwork once you get it. If you want to add stuff to it, do it. I just, just don't do anything, uh, remove anything. And, check in with me. Listen, I'm not always right. If you find something else, go right ahead. So Bernie did 2 weeks ago. He took my demand for dismissal, added his own stuff to it. He basically created a special appearance, and which I copied. I didn't copy from, but I copied the idea, and he got a dismissal. Okay, so this guy here, my man Ragu, he got his driver's license back. Isn't that awesome? So he took my driver's license affidavits, he submitted it, and he's getting his driver's license back. Okay, uh, my man Certified Slim here. He showed me his paycheck, and he said I asked him what happened. I see explanation. He goes, they're going to credit the amount they're taking back from me. This is his. What happened was his employer agreed with him that there was no warrant or court order, and all the money that they took, they're starting to every check they're giving it back to him. So he showed me his pay stub, and the money they were taking from him, they're giving back to him every check. So instead of giving to him all at once, they're giving it back check by check. Hey, it's better than nothing, right? So they're taking back till they get they're going to credit the amount they're taking back from me. Well, he didn't write it correctly, but that's what he meant. Okay. All right, my man Lawrence Allen here. All right. Now he filed my paper before going to court, and he pissed them all off. And I believe, let me see here. I just couldn't see. I don't want to show all his personal information, but he didn't bring any of the paperwork that they wanted him to bring. Remember, guys, do not bring anything to them. It's the petitioner's burden of proof showing an injury in fact. It's not your duty to help them. That's what they do in this kangaroo court. They flip it on you. They want you to give testimony against yourself. They want you to give evidence against yourself. There is no law that says you have to. By the way, there are rights in the state and federal constitution, the federal being the U.S. Constitution, that says the Fifth Amendment, you do not give testimony or give evidence against yourself. And that's what Lawrence did here, and he pissed them all off. All right? So these are little success stories. All right? Now, that idiot, idiot is magnified. He'll find some reason, but who cares? What I'm going to ask you guys to do, some of you guys go to his channel. Whenever I go to his channel, you know what I do? First of all, his comments section is nothing but trolls, which leads me to believe he's a troll. Okay? I think he's a troll. Because why else is he attacking me? Why else is he attacking? See, I had a beef with Wasil. As far as I'm concerned, the beef is over. But I had a beef with him. That was between him and I. All right? It wasn't because, I was... You guys know what happened. And he was going after Amon Osiris. All right, 3 guys. The only guy he didn't go after was the Liquid Theory. I think he's friends with that guy. And I don't have a problem with him. I know he's doing good work. I had a beef with him early on when he first started. As far as I'm concerned, me and him are cool. I know he's doing good work, so I don't have a beef with him. Um, but I think, of course, he's friended with him because me and the Liquid Theory weren't getting along back then, and then we have a truce, and as far as I'm concerned, I hear he's doing good work, so good for him. He's helping people. That's all that matters, guys. This ain't a competition. All right, you want to use him, go right ahead. All right. Um, so this guy you go in his comment section and there's nothing but trolls. So what I do is I go to his comment section, I click on the troll's name, he's a troll, and you know what I do? I block him. So if he puts up a video about me, just go there, block all the trolls because they'll leave you alone. And if anybody wants to know how to do it, it's easy to do. You click on the name, there's the subscribe button, next to it there's a flag. You click on the flag and it says block, and you block the person. That person cannot view your channel or comment on your channel anymore. And his channel, whenever he does those idiot videos about me, Wasil, or Amon Osiris, it's the comment section is nothing but trolls. Okay? And I block them all. You should block them. And then you do? Dislike them. I went to this video this morning because it came up in my recommendation section on the right hand side. I'm like, look at this fucking guy. It was the day that I showed of Maurice's dismissal. Now, what happened was in the video there was a 5 seconds part where I screwed up, and you can see Maurice's full name, and he wasn't comfortable with it, so I had to fog out. If anybody goes back. And I apologized to him. It was a mistake of mine. I got to be careful, okay? And he has every right to ask me to do that, okay? And I had to fog out the section where his name might be. I don't know if that's the reason why he's doing it. But who knows? But anyway, I noticed he had 6 likes and he had 4 dislikes. All right, help me out and give him 50 dislikes. Well, don't even go if you can to avoid his channel. But if any of you are going to be curious, my man James in Ohio was defending me. He's like, yeah, I'm James from Ohio, and Rick got me off of child support. That I like. All right, so I'm proud of my work. I'm proud when I help you guys because that's what I'm here to do. All right, it makes me feel good because I know my paperwork is working, and like I said, my paperwork always gets a response, and I'm getting emails a lot from people who are going to court. One guy today goes, Rick, I was thrown out of court by the judge because he was mad with the paperwork. One guy went there, and it was, and I should have it. Right? If I find it, I'll show you guys. He was supposedly in contempt of court, and he showed up there. He submitted my, proof of contempt of court. Never came up, and they had another court date. So, guy, and remember, these guys are going contempt of court. You can go to jail, not prison, jail. Okay, and they don't want to address it because they cannot prove it. All right, so we're making headway. We're going somewhere. All right, it's a battle, guys. As I started on my tangent before, Amon Osiris says it. They're gonna say no. You're the one that has to fight. I got told no so many times. Well, obviously, I got told no for 4 years, and I finally prevailed. Okay, it happens. Amon Osiris paperwork. What do you think? His stuff goes right through? No, you got to fight. If you're not ready to fight, then don't do it. Then just give up and let them just keep herbing you out. All right, I'm not a herb, and I know all my subscribers aren't herbs. All right, so let's just fight these people. All right, but just understand there are no silver bullets. All right, so listen, I'm hoping that, my man Clarence here, that he sent his legal department of his employer, all right? And that's not his real name. They're taking these things serious because we're accusing them of sending our money without a court order, and that they could be held liable. Serious stuff. All right, so listen, I'm going to cut you guys loose. Thanks for watching the video. This is me and my beautiful wife, and I'll talk to you guys later.